Python interview questions and answers. 1. What is Python? Answer. Python is a high-level, interpreted programming language known for its simple and readable syntax. It supports multiple programming paradigms, including object-oriented and functional programming. Python is widely used in web development, automation, data engineering, data science, machine learning, and cloud applications because it allows developers to build solutions quickly and efficiently. 2. Why is Python popular? Answer. Python is popular because it is easy to learn, easy to read, and has a large collection of built-in libraries. It helps developers develop applications faster and is widely used in modern technologies such as AI, machine learning, data analytics, automation, and cloud computing. Its strong community support also contributes to its popularity. 3. What are the key features of Python? Answer. The main features of Python include simple syntax, platform independence, object-oriented programming support, automatic memory management, extensive libraries, dynamic typing, and strong community support. These features make Python suitable for both beginners and experienced developers. 4. What is an interpreted language? Answer. An interpreted language is a language where the code is executed by an interpreter at runtime instead of being fully compiled before execution. In Python, the interpreter reads and executes the code, which makes debugging easier and development faster. 5. What is dynamic typing in Python? Answer. Dynamic typing means we do not need to declare the data type of a variable explicitly. Python automatically determines the variable's type during execution. This increases flexibility and reduces development time, although developers need to be careful about type-related errors. 6. What is a variable? Answer. A variable is a named reference used to store data in memory. Variables allow us to store and manipulate information throughout a program. They make programs more flexible and easier to maintain. 7. What are Python data types? Answer. Python provides several built-in data types, including integers, floating point numbers, strings, booleans, lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. Each data type is designed to store and manage specific kinds of information efficiently. 8. What is the difference between a list and a tuple? Answer. The main difference is that a list is mutable, meaning its contents can be modified after creation, while a tuple is immutable and cannot be changed. Lists are used when data needs modification, whereas tuples are preferred for fixed data and can offer better performance. 9. What is a dictionary? Answer. A dictionary is a collection that stores data in key-value pairs. Each key is unique and is used to access its associated value. Dictionaries provide fast data retrieval and are commonly used for storing structured information such as employee records, configurations, and API responses. 10. What is the difference between equals and is? Answer. The equals operator compares the values of two objects, while the is operator checks whether two variables refer to the same object in memory. In simple terms, equals checks equality, whereas is checks identity.
11. What is none in Python? Answer. None is a special value in Python that represents the absence of a value or a null state. It is commonly used to indicate that a variable currently has no meaningful data assigned to it. 12. What are Python operators? Answer. Operators are symbols used to perform operations on data. Python provides arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, assignment operators, membership operators, and bitwise operators. These operators help perform calculations and make decisions within programs. 13. What are conditional statements? Answer. Conditional statements allow a program to make decisions based on specific conditions. They help control the flow of execution and ensure that different actions are performed depending on whether a condition evaluates to true or false. 14. What are loops in Python? Answer. Loops are used to execute a block of code repeatedly. Python mainly provides for loops and while loops. Loops help automate repetitive tasks and reduce the amount of code required in a program. 15. What is the difference between break and continue? Answer. The break statement immediately terminates a loop and transfers control outside the loop. The continue statement skips the current iteration and moves to the next iteration of the loop. Both are used to control loop execution more effectively. 16. What is a function in Python? Answer. A function is a reusable block of code designed to perform a specific task. Functions help improve code organization, reduce duplication, and make programs easier to maintain. Instead of writing the same logic multiple times, we can define it once inside a function and call it whenever needed. Functions also improve readability and modularity in large applications. 17. What are the benefits of using functions? Answer. Functions promote code reusability, maintainability, and readability. They help divide large programs into smaller manageable sections. Functions also simplify testing and debugging because each function performs a specific task independently. In real-world projects, functions make code more structured and easier for teams to collaborate on. 18. What is the difference between parameters and arguments? Answer. Parameters are the variables defined in a function declaration, while arguments are the actual values passed to the function when it is called. Parameters act as placeholders, and arguments provide the real data that the function will process. 19. What is the return statement? Answer. The return statement is used to send a result back from a function to the caller. It allows functions to produce output that can be stored, displayed, or used by other parts of the program. Without a return statement, a function completes its execution without explicitly providing a result. 20. What is recursion? Answer. Recursion is a programming technique where a function calls itself to solve a problem. It is commonly used for tasks that can be broken down into smaller similar subproblems, such as tree traversal, factorial calculations, and searching algorithms. Every recursive function should have a stopping condition to prevent infinite execution. 21. What are asterisk args in Python? Answer. Asterisk args allows a function to accept a variable number of positional arguments. It is useful when the exact number of inputs is not known in advance. The arguments are collected into a tuple, making the function more flexible and reusable. 22. What are quargs in Python? Answer. Quargs allows a function to accept a variable number of keyword arguments. The provided values are stored as key value pairs in a dictionary. This is useful when functions need to handle dynamic or optional information. 23. What is a lambda function? Answer. A lambda function is a small anonymous function that can be defined in a single line. It is typically used for short operations that do not require a full function definition. Lambda functions are commonly used with functions like sorting, filtering, and mapping data. 24. What is the map function? Answer. The map function applies a specific operation to every item in an iterable, such as a list or tuple. It helps process collections efficiently without manually writing loops. Map is commonly used for data transformation tasks. 25. What is the filter function? Answer. The filter function is used to select elements from a collection that satisfy a specific condition. It returns only the items that meet the given criteria, making data filtering simple and efficient. 26. What is the reduce function? Answer. The reduce function repeatedly applies an operation to elements in a collection and combines them into a single result. It is useful for aggregation operations such as calculating totals, products, or cumulative values. 27. What is a module in Python? Answer. A module is a file containing Python code such as functions, classes, and variables. Modules help organize code into separate files, making applications easier to manage and maintain. They also encourage code reuse across multiple projects. 28. What is a package in Python? Answer. A package is a collection of related modules organized within a directory structure. Packages help manage large projects by grouping related functionality together. They improve project organization and scalability. 29. What is the difference between a module and a package? Answer. A module is a single Python file containing code, whereas a package is a directory that contains multiple modules. Modules help organize individual functionality, while packages help organize entire applications or libraries. 30. What are local variables? Answer. Local variables are variables created inside a function and can only be accessed within that function. They exist only during the execution of the function and are automatically removed once the function completes. 31. What are global variables? Answer. Global variables are defined outside functions and can be accessed throughout the program. They remain available during the entire program execution. However, excessive use of global variables can make programs harder to maintain and debug. 32. What is scope in Python? Answer. Scope refers to the region of a program where a variable is accessible. Python primarily follows local, enclosing, global, and built-in scopes. Understanding scope helps avoid naming conflicts and unexpected behavior in programs. 33. What is exception handling? Answer. Exception handling is a mechanism for managing runtime errors without terminating program execution. It allows developers to detect, handle, and recover from unexpected situations, resulting in more reliable and user-friendly applications. 34. Why is exception handling important? Answer. Exception handling prevents applications from crashing when errors occur. It improves system stability, enhances user experience, and provides meaningful error messages. In production systems, proper exception handling is essential for reliability and maintainability. 35. What is the difference between syntax errors and exceptions? Answer. Syntax errors occur when code violates Python's language rules and prevent the program from running. Exceptions occur during program execution when unexpected situations arise, such as invalid input or unavailable resources. Syntax errors must be fixed before execution, whereas exceptions can be handled during runtime. 36. What is a try block? Answer. A try block contains code that may potentially cause an error. Python monitors the code inside the try block and transfers control to an exception handler if an error occurs. This allows programs to continue operating gracefully. 37. What is an accept block? Answer. An accept block is used to handle exceptions that occur inside a try block. It allows developers to define how specific errors should be managed instead of letting the application terminate unexpectedly. 38. What is the finally block? Answer. The finally block contains code that executes regardless of whether an exception occurs. It is commonly used for cleanup activities such as closing files, releasing database connections, or freeing system resources. 39. What is the else block in exception handling? Answer. The else block executes only if no exception occurs in the try block. It is used for code that should run after successful execution while keeping exception handling logic separate and organized. 40. What is file handling in Python? Answer. File handling refers to the process of creating, reading, writing, updating, and managing files. It enables applications to store and retrieve data permanently rather than keeping information only in memory during execution. 41. What are file modes in Python? Answer. File modes determine how a file is opened and what operations can be performed on it. Common modes include read, write, append, and read-write modes. Choosing the correct file mode is important because it controls whether data can be viewed, modified, or added. File modes help ensure safe and efficient file operations. 42. What is a context manager? Answer. A context manager is a feature that automatically manages resources such as files, database connections, and network connections. It ensures that resources are properly released after use, even if an error occurs. Context managers improve code reliability and prevent resource leaks. 43. Why are context managers important? Answer. Context managers help avoid common issues such as unclosed files, memory leaks, and locked resources. They make code cleaner, safer, and easier to maintain. In production applications, context managers are considered a best practice for resource management. 44. What is memory management in Python? Answer. Memory management is the process of allocating and releasing memory during program execution. Python automatically manages memory through its memory manager, reducing the need for developers to manually handle memory allocation and deallocation. 45. What is garbage collection? Answer. Garbage collection is a mechanism that automatically removes objects that are no longer being used by the program. This helps free memory and improves application efficiency. Python's garbage collector helps developers focus on business logic instead of memory cleanup. 46. What is an iterator? Answer: an iterator is an object that allows sequential access to elements in a collection. It enables efficient traversal of large datasets without loading all data into memory at once. Iterators are commonly used when processing data streams and large files. 47. What is an iterable? Answer: an iterable is any object that can be traversed element by element. Collections such as lists, tuples, sets, strings, and dictionaries are examples of iterables. Iterables provide a convenient way to process groups of data. 48. What is the difference between iterable and iterator? Answer: an iterable is a collection that can be traversed, while an iterator is the object responsible for performing the actual traversal. In simple terms, an iterable contains data, and an iterator provides a way to access that data one item at a time. 49. What is a generator? Answer: a generator is a special type of function that produces values one at a time instead of generating all values at once. Generators are memory efficient and are useful when working with large datasets or continuous streams of data. 50. What are the benefits of generators? Answer: generators improve memory efficiency because they generate values only when needed. They are useful for processing large files, handling data streams, and improving application performance when dealing with large amounts of information. 51. What is a decorator? Answer: a decorator is a feature that allows additional functionality to be added to a function or method without modifying its original code. Decorators are commonly used for logging, authentication, validation, monitoring, and performance measurement. 52. Why are decorators used? Answer: decorators help separate business logic from supporting functionality. They improve code reusability, maintainability, and readability. Instead of repeating the same logic in multiple places, decorators allow it to be applied consistently. 53. What are Python collections? Answer: Python collections are specialized data structures used to store and manage data efficiently. They provide enhanced functionality beyond standard data types and are commonly used for performance optimization and complex data management. 54. What is a named tuple? Answer: a named tuple is similar to a regular tuple but allows values to be accessed using meaningful names instead of numerical indexes. This improves code readability and makes data structures easier to understand. 55. What is a deque? Answer: a deque, or double-ended queue, is a data structure that allows insertion and removal of elements from both ends efficiently. It is commonly used in scheduling systems, caching mechanisms, and queue-based applications. 56. What is a counter? Answer: a counter is a collection used to count the frequency of elements in a dataset. It is particularly useful for analytics, reporting, text processing, and identifying repeated values. 57. What is an ordered dictionary? Answer: an ordered dictionary maintains the order in which elements are inserted. This is useful when the sequence of data is important, such as generating reports or processing order records. 58. What is multithreading? Answer: multithreading is a technique that allows multiple threads to run within the same process. It helps improve responsiveness and efficiency when handling tasks such as file operations, network requests, and user interactions. 59. What is a thread? Answer: a thread is the smallest unit of execution within a process. Multiple threads can run concurrently and share the same memory space, allowing tasks to execute simultaneously. 60. What is the global interpreter lock, Gil? Answer: the global interpreter lock is a mechanism in Python that allows only one thread to execute Python bytecode at a time. While it simplifies memory management, it can limit the performance of CPU-intensive multi-threaded applications. 61. What is multiprocessing? Answer: multiprocessing is a technique where multiple processes run independently and simultaneously. Unlike threads, processes have separate memory spaces, making multiprocessing suitable for CPU-intensive tasks. 62. Difference between multithreading and multiprocessing? Answer: multithreading uses multiple threads within a single process and shares memory resources. Multiprocessing uses multiple independent processes with separate memory. Multithreading is often used for I/O-bound tasks, while multiprocessing is preferred for CPU-intensive tasks. 63. What is object-oriented programming, OOP? Answer. Object-oriented programming is a programming approach based on objects and classes. It helps organize code into reusable, maintainable, and scalable components. OOP is widely used in enterprise applications because it models real-world entities effectively. 64. What are the main principles of OOP? Answer. The four main principles of OOP are encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. These principles improve code organization, reusability, maintainability, and flexibility. 65. What is a class? Answer. A class is a blueprint used to create objects. It defines the attributes and behaviors that objects of that type will possess. Classes help organize related data and functionality together. 66. What is an object? Answer. An object is an instance of a class. It represents a real-world entity with its own data and behavior. Objects interact with each other to perform tasks within an application. 67. What is a constructor? Answer. A constructor is a special method that automatically executes when an object is created. It is primarily used to initialize object attributes and prepare the object for use. 68. What is the purpose of the self keyword? Answer. The self keyword represents the current object of a class. It allows methods to access and modify the object's attributes and behaviors. Without self, an object would not be able to distinguish its own data from others. 69. What are instance variables? Answer. Instance variables are variables that belong to a specific object. Each object maintains its own copy of these variables, allowing different objects of the same class to store different data. 70. What are class variables? Answer. Class variables belong to the class itself rather than individual objects. They are shared among all instances of the class and are typically used for values that should remain consistent across all objects. 71. What is encapsulation? Answer. Encapsulation is the process of combining data and methods into a single unit, typically a class, and restricting direct access to certain details. It helps protect data from unintended modifications and improve security. Encapsulation ensures that data is accessed and modified only through controlled methods. 72. What is abstraction? Answer. Abstraction means hiding complex implementation details and showing only the essential features to the user. It helps reduce complexity and allows developers to focus on what an object does rather than how it works internally. Abstraction improves maintainability and simplifies system design. 73. What is inheritance? Answer. Inheritance is an OOP concept where one class acquires the properties and behaviors of another class. It promotes code reuse and reduces duplication. Developers can create new classes based on existing classes while extending or modifying functionality as needed. 74. What are the types of inheritance? Answer. Python supports several types of inheritance, including single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. These inheritance models help represent different relationships between classes in software applications. 75. What is polymorphism? Answer. Polymorphism means many forms. It allows the same method or interface to behave differently depending on the object using it. Polymorphism increases flexibility and enables developers to write more generic and reusable code. 76. What is method overloading? Answer. Method overloading refers to having multiple methods with the same name but different parameters. Python does not support traditional method overloading like some other languages. However, similar behavior can be achieved using default arguments or variable length arguments. 77. What is method overriding? Answer. Method overriding occurs when a child class provides its own implementation of a method already defined in the parent class. This allows subclasses to customize behavior while maintaining the same method interface. 78. What is the difference between overloading and overriding? Answer. Overloading involves creating methods with the same name but different parameter lists, while overriding involves redefining an inherited method in a child class. Overloading focuses on flexibility, whereas overriding focuses on customization. 79. What are access modifiers? Answer. Access modifiers control the visibility and accessibility of class members. Python supports public, protected, and private access levels. They help enforce encapsulation and improve data security within applications. 80. What is a static method? Answer. A static method belongs to a class rather than a specific object. It does not access instance-specific data and is generally used for utility functions that logically belong to the class but do not depend on object state. 81. What is a class method? Answer. A class method operates on the class itself rather than individual objects. It is commonly used for working with class-level variables, factory methods, and operations that affect all instances of the class. 82. What is an abstract class? Answer. An abstract class is a class that serves as a blueprint for other classes. It defines common structure and behavior while requiring child classes to implement specific functionality. Abstract classes promote consistency and enforce design standards. 83. What is an interface in Python? Answer. Python does not provide interfaces in the same way as some other programming languages. However, abstract classes are commonly used to achieve interface-like behavior by defining methods that subclasses must implement. 84. What are solid principles? Answer. Solid is a set of 5 design principles that help developers build maintainable, scalable, and flexible software. These principles encourage clean architecture, reduce code complexity, and improve software quality. 85. What is the single responsibility principle? Answer. The single responsibility principle states that a class should have only one reason to change. In other words, a class should focus on a single responsibility or functionality. This improves maintainability and reduces unintended side effects. 86. What is the open-closed principle? Answer. The open-closed principle states that software components should be open for extension but closed for modification. New functionality should be added without altering existing, tested code whenever possible. 87. What is the Liskov substitution principle? Answer. This principle states that objects of a child class should be able to replace objects of the parent class without affecting the correctness of the program. It ensures consistent behavior across inheritance hierarchies. 88. What is the interface segregation principle? Answer. The interface segregation principle states that clients should not be forced to depend on methods they do not use. Smaller, focused interfaces are preferred over large, general-purpose interfaces. 89. What is the dependency inversion principle? Answer. The dependency inversion principle states that high-level modules should depend on abstractions rather than concrete implementations. This reduces coupling and makes systems more flexible and easier to maintain. 90. What is a data structure? Answer. A data structure is a method of organizing, storing, and managing data efficiently. Choosing the right data structure can significantly improve application performance, memory usage, and processing speed. 91. What is an array? Answer. An array is a collection of elements stored in contiguous memory locations. Arrays provide fast access to data using indexes and are commonly used when managing ordered collections of similar data. 92. What is a linked list? Answer. A linked list is a linear data structure where elements are connected through links or references. Unlike arrays, linked lists do not require contiguous memory and allow efficient insertion and deletion operations. 93. What is a stack? Answer. A stack is a linear data structure that follows the last in, first out, LIFO principle. The most recently added element is removed first. Stacks are commonly used in function calls, undo operations, and expression evaluation. 94. What is a queue? Answer. A queue is a linear data structure that follows the first in, first out, FIFO principle. The first element added is the first element removed. Queues are commonly used in scheduling systems, messaging systems, and task processing. 95. What is a tree? Answer. A tree is a hierarchical data structure consisting of nodes connected through parent-child relationships. Trees are widely used in databases, file systems, search engines, and hierarchical data management. 96. What is a binary search tree? BST. Answer. A binary search tree is a tree structure where each node has at most 2 children. Values smaller than the parent are stored on the left, while larger values are stored on the right. This structure enables efficient searching, insertion, and deletion operations. 97. What is a graph? Answer. A graph is a data structure consisting of nodes and connections called edges. Graphs are used to model relationships between entities and are widely used in social networks, navigation systems, recommendation engines, and network routing. 98. What is hashing? Answer. Hashing is a technique used to map data to a fixed size value called a hash code. It enables extremely fast data retrieval and is commonly used in dictionaries, caching systems, databases, and authentication systems. 99. What is time complexity? Answer. Time complexity measures how the execution time of an algorithm grows as the input size increases. It helps developers evaluate efficiency and choose the most suitable algorithm for a given problem. Common complexities include constant, logarithmic, linear, linearithmic, and quadratic time. 100. What is the difference between BFS and DFS? Answer. Breadth first search, BFS, explores nodes level by level, while depth first search, DFS, explores one branch completely before moving to another. BFS is commonly used for finding the shortest path, whereas DFS is useful for traversal, backtracking, and exploring hierarchical structures.